Is the voice clear now? Is the voice clear now? I have turned off the video. It should be much better now, I think. Yes, yes, fine, fine. So I was talking about the A2OD platform. Yes, it is good. It's very good, but it's the more important thing is the consistency and how consistent you are solving the problems and uh, solving a roadmap type thing is good. You can move on from topic to topic. So in that way, if you are useful, there's no problem in that. Okay, so next question is stuck at 1200, how to get into specialist. Okay, so don't very much think of, my first of all advice would be that don't very much think about the tag, especially since people are just back, just enjoy the problem solving in general. And no matter time you will be not only stuck at the and so if you are stuck at 1200, try practicing like problems of 1580. So it's a general rule of thumb that you should practice problems of more plus 100 plus 280. So that would be fine, I think. And try to give context regularly of solve problems. To become a specialist, I think if you are able to solve PC in the contest, no matter the time doesn't matter very much. Like you don't have to solve C within an hour. But if you are doing C even in 2 hours complete, problem C generally ranges from 1400 to 1500 GB, like this only. Sometimes it goes much up and sometimes it goes very down also. In general, the problem C is of 1400 to 1500 level. If you are solving things problem, then there's no issue in that you can easily specialize and for problem C solving, but like people topics while becoming a specialist, like is not very advanced algorithm the graph or very advanced. Nothing like that. The problem generally involves this logic implementation in mathematics some of the times. So yes, you can solve by rating and solve for problems by 14 to 15 rating. And you can also try practicing in time bounded way. Like you should dedicate some time for like 800 rating problem, 11 like this. So if you are at 1200 rating, solving 1400 rating problems should be fine, I guess. And if you are facing any issues, then look at the tutorial. But not very like you should not every time see the tutorial. Only after practicing for a whole day, like whole day, it's too much. But yes, when you feel that I am not getting any single approach ahead, very much any question, then only you should see the tutorial. Otherwise, you should try to solve it. Okay. Am I able to do all A, B, C, D, E, F? Okay, those that A, B, C, D, E, F are solved by grandmasters, and I don't think that just PP is not anything that you have completed the syllabus and now you will excel this 400 or 100 exam. It's not like that. It's more about practice and experience. So yes, OJ will form your base and give you the useful not fix, I will say, useful algorithm, which will be used. They will be basic. That will not be enough for DEA problems. Yes, people do DEA problems, but they are very much practice and experience behind them. So not just following and form and solving n number of problems. I guarantee that you can solve till F problem. It is all about practice and experience. So as time passes, you will get more and more contest and gain more and more experience. And by rigorous practice and consistent efforts, you can surely solve EF. But there's not any such kind of things that you will follow these rows and do these things. So you will be able to solve the do these things and you will be able to solve the. It is not that type of thing. It is not a theoretical thing. Adds more and more practice. Okay, so that's it. Okay, the next question is from Prem Kamal Jain. Upon a specialist for at least 4 months. Okay, so as I again and again said that specialist experts, these are just tasks, don't run behind them that you are expert for 4 months, you are not becoming expert. There are people who become expert in a month and there are people who don't become expert in a year. But in general, try to enjoy the process of solving. And you are okay, so I will not be able to file to give a complete review on that. But okay, you should try to solve for a becoming expert. I think C problem is enough to be in Division 2 contest, but you should be able to solve C somewhat quickly, like in 40 minutes or 45 minutes, or in 1 hour at some time. But you should be comfortable with C problems, that you are seeing the problem and the approach is instructing your mind somewhat instantly or within that 2 minutes. So that will again come with practice and for expert. You can practice like that only 1600, 1700 problems. And for like topics, if you are a specialist, I am assuming that you have must have some knowledge regarding the basic topics like maths and constructive problems, like array which you must have experience of. So you can more focus on topics like basic graph and actually not advanced to graph like any advanced algorithm like centroid decomposition and LCA like that. It is not required for expert. But very basic behaviors like these things for graph and very basic detail also you can try to solve. Like very basic DP, not very like digit DP, not these things. Basic DP like knapsack DP. The standard problem will be you can focus on that regarding the and regarding the practice you will have to solve like 600, 1700 problems. So these two things I would feel that will be suffice like practice and topics that way study and practice these time contest ad hoc observation. Yes, we can't do much about ad hoc and observation problems because again, as mentioned, there is not any set of specific data structures or algorithms which you can follow to solve ad hoc and observation problems quickly. You improve your in general puzzle solving skills and problem solving skills to encounter ad hoc and observation based problems. There's no very specific kind of algorithm which like in everything we have in specific algorithms like for graph development, we use DCD. For this thing, we have that. For this thing, we have that. But for ad hoc and observation based problems in Division 2, yes, I also agree that nowadays contests are becoming more ad hoc and observation based. But that's why I can't do much about that. That will again come from experience, and you can try like it's kind of other thing that in math also. Sometimes problems also are there in different contests. So they don't require any particular study of topic. You can just try practicing ad hoc and observation based problems. And the amount of problems doesn't really matter. You have solved 50 problems in 500. The quantity is the quality which matters. So yes, 50 problems are sometimes sometimes problems are not enough even. So to smash like you can try more ad hoc problems and observation based problems. In general, you have to improve your problem solving skills and problem solving skills. That will surely benefit you. But there's not very much that kind of thing that you will follow that you will reach this perfect, and then you will be able to solve the it all depends on your analytical skills and like that the approach hits your mind quickly. So only the thing that is practice experience and ad hoc and observation problems. In general, puzzle solving skills. These are kind of puzzles. Okay, that is observation based problems. Perspective problems are like that. Okay, so this is with the hallucinate corner cases and test video algorithms. Okay, so failing success is something that is not even in our hands very much. When we see it, we move on to the next problem. We can't maintain the current system is failing. But yes, we can be more careful regarding the corner cases. We can check the corner cases and check like which is falling like values, very small values, 0 and 1, or very large values where the value can be overflowing. But there's not anything if our features are fast and there are weak features and our system and our solution gets system testing failed. So we can't do anything about that. But yes, in general, it should be in our mind that testing is a good skill and reliable. So we must test our solutions properly within course. And if you are submitting in practice, then you can also try stress testing. I have also adopted stress testing, and it's a good way. Like you can take a function for equation, and you can take a function of correct solution, like from any website or any friend which is accepted, and then you can just do those solutions till the point then both answers are different. So when the answer is different, you can get the test case which is really like as I said, only after the contest, not in between the contest. In between the contest, you all have to rely on your intuition and your skill to make the edge cases. That is in general. And if then the pretests are passed, then in this phase, we can't do much thing about that. So yes, there will be more and unfortunately, else anything not very specific. Voice clear or it's still lagging? Can you confirm again? Some people are saying that voice is still not clear. Then confirm please. Get a little too much. Right? Voice is not- If there is a problem, kindly do this. Okay. How like oh yes, I Kumar last me detailed skills and on my side it's a network issue on my side and I don't think I can do about that. Just hope that it comes on internet. I don't know when I can just taking okay clear now. So we can move to the next question. That Sai Kumar is asking how the tech is going. If the voice is clear, then we can move on. Is it somewhat clear or it's very much inaudible? Okay, okay. So we will move. I will take a wait. So yes, wait, I don't guess that I'm taking some serious also. So I have not given any that I am studying only. So I have not given any OS for placement. But yes, I have given OS for internship, and I have seen the problems of placement OS also. But yes, in general, now we are in planning for CP problems instead of just standard DSA based. Yes, it helps a lot in clearing your OS. Once you are comfortable and experienced in CP, then seems like just another contest with for problems which you can tackle. And most of the times, I am saying most of the times, you will be seeing problems which you must have seen somewhere in the CP. Like if you have problems like that, you must have it is very high probability that you have seen the OA problem somewhere in a contest. So yes, for solving way also, CP is very much desirable, and especially for the early students like the second or year students. For fourth year students, we do not have much time. They can't devote great time to CP. But for second year students, it is advisable. And you will get an idea regarding CP. An experience with CP always helps you clear in to find the question 1 year back. Your pupil, what all the sources that you have used to become CM? Okay, I don't think that I have done anything extraordinary. Yes, 1 year before I was pupil, and precisely speaking, 1 year back I was not even pupil. I was around 1018. Yes, there was a coding club in my college, and my wonderful seniors used to teach their concepts regarding C++ and gave us motivation. And then around this was around September only that I started CP sincerely and consistently. And there's nothing any secret kind of thing that anything extraordinary which you have to do to become CM. Just the standard things which everyone does. You have to do it more sincerely and more consistently. And you have to enjoy problem solving in general, not feel like it's a burden on you, but just enjoy problem solving in general. It's not the fact that you are giving contests as a burden that okay, you have to give context for 4 sources someone has told you. But in general, enjoy problem solving. Like uh, In general, that is only the thing that you have to be enthusiastic and hardworking regarding that. And there's no secret kind of resource. Not everything is following. That's only there. Like we can take anything for resources and then stick to it sincerely. And there's not anything that only this resource is good and another resource is bad. You can take any of the resources. Contents are same. And the thing is that you should be more understanding the that source. So, and the another very important thing which I feel that many people avoid is giving more and more regular contests. People are like that, okay, I'm studying and I'm practicing problems, but not giving actual contests. So, actual contests give you very much benefit. Like in given an analogy, how no matter how much practice you do and nets, but the real practice is the match practice. So, giving contest is a match practice and practicing is the net practice. So you must give more and more contests and not only purposes on very much websites which you can. So if you have time again, if you are in fourth year, I do not know about your background, but if you are in fourth year, I don't suggest that you are struggling too much in CP. Then you have to focus more on DSA. But if you are in second year, it's the best time, or in the first year, it's more good. But second year and even third year, you can start and somewhat. And yes, just try to do it regularly and consistently and no any extraordinary or secret things for becoming CM. You can even become master. But the basic thing is that only that the consistency in solving problems and the sincerity and consistency giving contests and regularly. That's the only thing I feel. Okay. How to get good at maths for CP. So many times it is seen in recent concepts that there are problems in maths also. Many problems in maths are coming there in CP. So I don't feel that there's any very advanced kind of maths like integration, differentiation kind of maths. The maths is generally to like 10th class level or only of the school, or you can say 12th level, something like permutation combination. So you must have some basic about idea about that. Now you can try to revise the formulas which you were studying in school, but that's not very much. That's not very mandatory that you learn all the formulas and practice the problems of school only. In general, you must have an idea regarding the school mathematics, and you have to just apply that here. So, if you can, mathematics is such a thing that you don't have to do much C++ plus plus in that. Like much implementation is not there. If you can crack the formula, then you can solve the problem. So, everything there brings down to your analytical skills and how you are using maths for solving any problem. Just see the maths problem like a regular JEE problem or 12th class problem. Don't see it as a CP problem. And then can you solve it using the approach which you used in your JEE or 12th, like in solving a math problem? Then you can easily translate it to C++. There's no much efforts in that if you have cracked the formula. Something extra in there in maths we have like inverse modulo thing, Fermat's theorem. These extra things you have to surely study. The modulo arithmetic, but the basic thing, the more difficult part is to create the formula. Implementation is not very much difficult. Yes, there are some algorithms which are there extra, but you can easily learn them and implement them once you have cracked the formula. So that's it. Maths in CP is just the same like maths in school or maths in JE. What you do, practice, more practice, and then implementing it in the actual time when it's required. Okay. So next question, I am newbie people want to become expert. Okay, again and again, I'm saying that these are just facts. Don't run behind them. Just enjoy problem solving and not only expert. You will become candidate master in no time. In no time, I'm saying because there's no very much rigid. I can't predict the time. It's different for different people, but you should if you are putting in efforts, consistency, and seriously, when not just solving problems for the sake of solving like someone has told me I have to do three problems a day, so I will do three problems a day. Not like that. You have to enjoy problem solving in general. And I be more curious like how this algo works, how why this data structure is used, which data structure is used, and why this only data structure is used. If you are asking these kinds of questions, it's fine. You are going on the right way. And then expert and candidate masters are just titles and become them anytime you want. But the main thing is enjoying the problem solving and not forgetting its purpose. And in general, also if even if you don't become expert, your in general problem solving skills will be better, and then it will also help you in later life, not only CP. A good problem solving skill person is always desirable. Not able to solve sometimes one question. So if you are practicing regularly, I am assuming that you have basic knowledge regarding the topics. Basic knowledge, when I'm saying, I'm not saying that for one question, I don't think any STL kind of thing is required. You need just basic arithmetic sorting and just iteration, for loop, this kind of things. I assume that you have knowledge of these kind of things. For first question, there is no very advanced algorithm, can be solved just by just as soon as it is touch your mind, you can solve it. So, but there's not any uh, data structure algorithm involved in it. For first question, you are practicing regularly, so I think you can. I don't know in which problem rating range you are practicing, but you should practice. I think for 1111, 1100 range, it would be better. And yes, if in the contest you can't solve it, then try to solve it. But definitely try to solve in the contest. It would be more beneficial rather than only practicing. And don't run behind very much far advanced data structures and algorithms. For the first question, there no need of such things. You will be able to solve them just basic observation skills and analytical skills. There's nothing very much complex involved in that. Okay, so which topics are required to cover to reach 1400 rating? 1400 rating. Okay, so as I mentioned that basic array vector type of things you must have a good command on. And STL, you can also, STL is STL is gold mine of C++ as you see. That STL contains a lot of functions and inbuilt data structures for implementing various problems in C++. So STL can make your work easier. So you can try to learn and implement STL more after 1200 rating to reach 1400 rating. And I think STL would be enough because there are not very graph tree kind of questions for teaching specialists. Graph tree we can have very basic knowledge, but it is not mandatory again. For 1400 you can use just basic STL and then maths kind of thing. So maths, as I've already told regarding maths, that only 12th class and JE level maths is required. JE level maths only of discrete maths kind of thing. Discrete maths, when I say that permutation combination like this, not integration thing. So okay, integrating maths and STL you can focus more about now for now. Then as you progress, then you can, after 1400, you can focus more upon graph, DP, like these things. Okay. Next question, what to do to reach pupil? Okay, so I don't think that, again, for every rating tag which you are asking, I'm not saying very specific answer that, okay, you will do this, and become pupil. It's all a combination of various factors like how much you have practiced, how much you have experience regarding contests, and how better you have in answer skills and reasoning power. So I can't comment in just the line to say that okay, you will do this, and become a pupil. But okay, in general, you should be solving not very advanced problems like okay, well, basic data structures like array, vectors, sometimes map, okay, basic STL like map set, not very complex STL implementation using like multi-set and lower bound, upper bound. Basic knowledge of STL you can have, but not very deep. It's not required, but if you have, it's very good. And then the basic things like sorting, array, vector, and the rest is your analytical skills and reasoning power as every time. You and that develops only with practice and with experience. There's no alternative to that. Hard work has no alternative. There's no any kind of secret or shortcut to get better at analytical skills. That's why some people who are better at math and analytical skills were gain ratings very faster compared to normal because they have analytical mind beforehand, so they find it very easy to grasp new things and implement them. So yes, but with practice and with practice, anyone can develop that with consistent practice. Not like this. Okay, I am doing now the 10 problems and now I will solve after 1 week. Daily, some problem dedicatedly you have to solve, and with enjoy problem solving in general. That's all I can say. Manish is asking that he has solved a lot of problems in 1600 1700 range, reached max rating of 1500. Okay, so div 2D problems are not very 1600 1700 range most of the time. They are mostly above 1700 only. So there's something about the also, like sometimes div 2D is 1700 only and sometimes div 2D is 2100. So we can't comment that every time we will be able to solve 2D if you are practicing 1700 problems. But yes, in general, it is good that today you are solving 1600, 1700, tomorrow you will be solving 1800, 1900. So on the up to 2000 or after 1600, I believe that you have decent knowledge of graphs and DP also and trees like these things. And STL you must have a good hand at. So you can now practice for after 1600, 1700, like some deep topics of graphs and trees like the disjoint set and like this. Not very much advanced, I would say, but yes, somewhat deeper topics like DSU and that. DP on graph, DP combined with graph and trees. These topics and somewhat advanced DP. Sometimes the 2D contain very good DP problems. Few days back, there were two contests back to back which had DP problems for Division 2D. They were good problems, I think 2000 to 2000. But okay, 1500 rating you have reached, so I think that now you don't need to focus on very much hard problems. Just do what you are doing, and you are solving 1600, 1700 problems. It's good. Try to reduce your time for those problems and you will surely be able to do in the contest. And Div 2D is, as I said, its rating varies very much depending upon the contest. So we can't comment in general regarding that. That okay, if you are solving 1700 or 1800 problems, so you will be able to solve Div 2D every time. Even I am not able to solve Div 2D every time. But yes, I try to solve them when I am not able to solve it. So yes, the thing is only that you should try to solve the problems when you are not able to do it in the contest. Like this, one day we will be surely be able to do in the contest also, not Division 2D, Division 2 EF also. Okay, with the tag, okay, do companies visit advanced topics like RNQ, decomposition, etc.? No, 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 not at all. These are very much advanced topics. RNQ decomposition set, and they are very much there. I haven't heard anyone who has been asked like these things. Or there may be very CPU oriented companies like Trilogy and that. You may ask, but then also it's very pretty rare. So you should more focus on the basic things like and have a more grab on them like DP and graph these things and advanced versions of their questions also. But there's no need to go in far away for just interviews. If you are interested in CP, and then also these topics are required after 2000 or 1900 rating. Even I don't know very much implementation details of RMQ and positions. I've only heard their names and know how they work, but not very much detail. Okay, so next thing is free sources. There, everything is free. Go on the net. You can find anything for free. There are tons of YouTube channels, and there are many Discord servers who are helping out you for many things, for resources, and there are a huge amount of resources on internet. So there's no limit to that. Like you can, there's a guide called the Shapu guide that is good for studying like topics, and you can even study topics wherever from you want. Like if you like watching videos, there are many YouTube channels who are making videos regarding that. And there's nothing like that. Only this YouTube channel is good, that is bad. It all depends on their teaching style and your studying style. Your studying style matches the teaching style of whom that you should prefer, and only the that matters that you understand the concepts well, and that only matters. And for problem set, like the Infosys problem set is a gold. It's very pretty decent and very good. And you can also try CSCS problem set for standard problems. It is also very nice. You will learn many new techniques regarding that. And yes, I think that would be enough. For if you are interested in reading articles, then CPL was also a very good websites. Some articles at GFG are also good, but some of them do have some errors. But most of the time, GFG also have some good articles and they explain in a step-by-step manner. That also you can prefer or choose. The thing which matters is your practice and not the source you are referring to. So that's the main thing. Okay. Okay, so internship, it was again due to computer programming only. There was a contest some time back. If you are anyone is practicing since few months, then there was a contest named Type DB Forces on Code Forces. There's a company in England, Vertical. So the Vertical company sponsored that contest, and they shortlisted some candidates on the basis of performance in in that contest, in that particular contest. It was a rated contest, and the Vertical company was just sponsoring it. It was a rated contest on Codeforces. So I don't exactly remember the shortlisting criteria, but yes, they shortlisted some candidates from there, and then there were aptitude tests, 2 or 3 aptitude tests where results like things were asked like pattern recognition and basic maths and reasoning questions. Like this aptitude tests were there. I don't remember. I think 2 or 3 aptitude tests were there. Then there were 2 interviews. In one interview, some puzzles were asked. They asked puzzle like is relate with CP. You can say that puzzles are also to keep us your analytical skills. So they asked puzzles in one round. One round was something technical. They asked about programming languages and some questions regarding that C++ SQL. Their basic work is done for databases. They have their own database. So some questions regarding that. But the basic thing which I am trying to tell is that opportunity was also I received that opportunity from Code Forces only. So yes, CP is not a waste of time if anyone is doubting. It will open a gate for many of our opportunities you can't even imagine. Okay, so that's about my internship. It's a remote one and it's not started as of now. It's starting tomorrow. Okay. You solve very less problems from PF 400 almost and you okay. So as I again mentioned many times that that it is the quality of problem which matters and not the quantity. If you are able to grasp any concept in less number of problems, it is not mandatory that okay you have to solve this number of problems only. If you can understand the topic in 5 problems, then 50 problems will not necessarily it's like that. But if for some topic you need 50 problems, then do devote time to that. And in general, you have to grasp a topic or algorithm whichever you are studying. There's no definite amount of problems that you must solve. There's no any compulsion on the number of problems. But yes, the problem should be of good quality and must teach you something, some of the other new. So yes, 400. There must be people on code courses that have reached CM and even master on even less number of problems. There are many factors contributing to that, and I can't comment much about that. Like what is your previous background, how much you have maths, how much math background you have. Like maths also comes in very handy regard during many problems. So maths background I have recent interest in maths during my school. That also helped me, I think. But if you have not even done very much maths, you can now start it and now start CP and do analytical say problems, puzzles like this thing. And that the main thing is that you have to grasp the concept and it's not very much compulsion on the strict amount of problems that okay you have to solve this amount of problems only otherwise you will not become this and this. There are people who have become my expert in 100 200 problems and there are people who can't become in 2000 problems, so that not really has a relation. Okay, that gives you more and more experience in practice, but the thing is that you have to you have to be able to apply them in the real context. As I have said earlier, that it's the net practice and the real practice is the match practice. How better you perform in the real match matters, and not and it doesn't matter how much you have performed in nets that no one is going to see, but the real match is evaluated. Okay, so next question. I think it's the last one. Uh, how helpful is CSCS for someone who is learning complete programming? Yes, CSCS is a very wonderful platform. Has a standard problem set of containing many problems. You can and every problem. The unique thing in CSAS is that no very less problem have repeated concepts. Like while solving any problem, you will learn a totally new and different concept that will be very beneficial. Like you're solving 100 problems and you are learning 100 new concepts and 100 new techniques regarding any concept. Like you are solving even graph thing. So graph, if you are solving 20 problems of graph, you will understand 20 different categories of problem regarding graph. There are no questions like this that two questions are very similar. So CS is a very good platform for practicing computer programming, and it's containing more and more thing regarding the standard problems. So it's very important in beginning, you can say. But if you are very much experienced in computer programming, I think you must have experience regarding standard problems. Then the CSES will not be very interesting for you. If you are beginning, then CSE is a gem. You can try it for sure. I think this is the last question. Okay, no. There's the next question also. And development side. Okay, so I don't have very much knowledge in development side. If you are in second year or first year, you don't need to go deep dive into the development side until you are very much interested. Okay, if you have too much of interest, then you can explore the open source and that thing. But if it all depends actually on your interest. There are my friends who are very much pro in development side. I have cracked GSOC and like that. And there are also my friends who are doing decent in CP side. So and also there whatever you do, you have to excel in it. So if you are doing CP, then fine. Do CP till I think till third, fourth semester. In second year, you can safely do enormous amount of CP and dedicate full time to it. And in third year, you can shift to divide the time between development and CP. That's the I think if you are following CP. That's the standard time devotion. But if you are very much interested in development, then no problem. You can start development from beginning only. Try to explore open source. Open source also has too much of opportunities. That totally depends upon your interest. But as for CP, I can guarantee you that doing CP will always be fruitful if you are doing it dedicatedly. I am not saying that do only CP, do whatever you wish for, but if you do CP, it will not go waste. Your time will be fruitful, the results will be fruitful, and your time will be valuable. That only I can say. Just all your interest. Every field has opportunities given that you have skills. Okay, so is there any other question from your side? Okay. Yes, you can say that I spent long time up there because I enjoyed doing CP a lot. So whole day I don't should have any. I don't have any very much academic pressure from college also. So I did CP all day. You can say whenever I got time, like in exams, obviously I can't devote full time to it. But in general, I try to devote my full time to doing CP. And the main thing is enjoying the problem solving. And if you are enjoying that, then it will not be like a burden. Otherwise, you will feel that, okay, I have to do this thing and that thing. But if you are enjoying it, you will in more time be comfortable to do that thing. You can, even if you are not giving contests, you are like moving, you are going here and there, you are traveling. Then also in mind, you can continuously solve the problems. There's no need that you have to sit only on in front of laptop to solve any problem. If you have a problem in the mind, you can you can develop logic for that even while traveling or moving here and there, or even while relaxing. And then when you are in front of laptop, then implement it. There's no, but that thing will only happen when you are enjoying problem solving. So if you are taking it as a burden, you will never be able to do that. Okay. Yes, sometimes the college have very strict amount of classes, and this thing you have to manage. Like in college, also you have to manage. People manage. We used to manage college and CP. You have also to manage, and whenever you get time, just to start doing CP and problem solving. But okay, that we can't do much about that regarding the college administration and the academic things. You have to manage both of them. there's nothing very extraordinary in doing that. But yes, there's something you have to spend some more time for that and have more, do more hard work regarding that. Okay, so anyone has any other question, or we should wrap up it? We discussed a variety of questions regarding particular rating, particular problems, way also resources like this only. If anyone has any question more, then we can discuss regarding that. The session running long. So I think that no one has any question now, so we can end the meeting. Okay. Thank you, everyone.